Hello nail babes, how are y'all? Welcome back to another one of my videos. This time what I'm doing is I have got Lady Alyson, so named by my daughter. She has got builder gel and a gel polish on top. She's come for an infill and a fresh gel polish. She's been harsh on them, as you can see. They're a bit trashed, but we'll sort all that out and it'll be all fine again. But the first time was the first time she had the builder gel on, so I suppose we've just got to build that up just a wee bit to give it a bit more strength. So I've pushed back the cuticles. Now I'm just taking my cuckoo nail file, I put a little cuticle bit on it, and as you can see, it does look as though I'm being quite harsh, but I've sped this video up and I'm not. I'm being very gentle, and I keep my e-file as parallel as possible to the nail plate so that I'm not digging into the nail. I'm just removing all that dead skin, and once we do that, we know that we've got better adhesion, we'll get more colour and hopefully much less lifting. So I'll just do that on all the nails. We go round one side and then we change the direction on the e-file and do round the other side. So there we go. This whole video I've just showed you on the one hand though, because it's pretty repetitive. With builder gel, it's not like, you know, like acrylic design. There's not all different things to see. I'll just show you on the one hand. So we'll go around and remove that dead skin on the other side of the cuticle. And then I think what we do is remove the colour. Yeah, e-file. I've sped this up really, really quickly. But I've still left it in because I know a lot of you find it really satisfying. I find it really satisfying. But yeah, we didn't need to watch it in real time. You get the gist. You get the gist. So what I've got here is a medium carbide bit. I would only really use coarse probably if I was on acrylic, because builder gel and gel polish is a very soft and easy to file product. It doesn't take much to take it off. So I just use a medium one here. It's a safety bit, so which means it's got a round top on it. So we just whiz all that away around the sides. I've got a little bit of lift in, it's chipped at the edge there, so I just even that out with the e-file, taking care not to use this bit on the natural nail plate, just the builder gel, because of course that's far too soft to be using this kind of thing on it. So off that colour goes. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because Mr. Highland Polish just come home from work a bit early, and I think he's just going to be doing some computer work up the stairs, so I either sound as though I should be on a sex chat line or I have got a 40-a-day habit. You can decide. So let's do the other hand. I really thought I'd cut this out actually, because I thought I only had the one hand on show for everything that I did, but maybe I just left it in because I like watching it. Here we go, almost done. Now personally, I don't use builder gel for extensions. I just use it as an overlay so that it strengthens up a natural nail. I know you can do it, but I just don't think it's a strong enough product, in my personal opinion. I think if you want an extension, you either need to go with like acrygel or polygel or acrylic. Or, you know, dip powder if that's the way you work. I don't use dip powder. So what I've done is I have got a fresh sanding band here on my sanitised mandrel bit. I always use a fresh one, every client. So, and then I season it with another file so that I take the sharp edge off, because the edges of files are so sharp. So I use that, and what I do is I blend down the builder gel at the cuticle area especially, and I remove that surface shine from the natural nail plate and just whiz away any dead skin that I got off with my other cuticle bit. And we just brush all the dust away. And this is my nails dehydrator. This prepares, no it doesn't, that's what primer does. This gets rid of any natural oils still left on the nail plate, again for much better adhesion. I love these products, as you know. This is the Nails Acid Primer. This prepares the nails for really, really good adhesion for your product, whatever it is you're using. Now you still need to use a base coat. So I have got the Premier Gel, I think it's just the rubber base, the clear one. So I just bounce that brush in, and because we've had a couple of chips at the edges and things, and Lady Alyson's been just a wee bit harsh on her nails, shall we say, I'm just going to run this base coat across the whole nail. Normally you would just really need to do the area you were putting the builder gel on, but I'll just pop it on over the top of the whole nail. There we go, see that? I'm just concentrating on the little bits that have chipped off. I'm getting right into that cuticle without getting onto the cuticle. There we are. I'll tell you, I'm lying here on my living room floor because I am Stephanie No Couch at the moment. I sold my other couch and they came and collected it today, but we don't have the new one yet. So, yeah, it's a bit echoey. Kids love it because they've got loads of room to run about daft, and it just is even more noisier than they normally are, which is hard to believe, I know, but they've managed it. So I'll pop this in my lamp, my LED lamp, for a minute. Excuse me. Now I've got my Premier Gel Garish Pink. I don't know what the name of the colour is for this builder gel, but I always paint over the top of it with a colour. This is the only one I could get in stock at the time, so I just use it. So yeah, what I do is I just do a couple of nails at the time, because obviously you've got a big gooey layer of builder gel, and if you take too long, you will risk it blobbing into your cuticle. So I just do that thin layer on, I think I just do 2 or 3 at a time, and then I cure it. So we just put that thin layer on so that our bigger blob can float over the top of it. So we don't cure that before we put the thicker one on. There's no need. So we've got a blob there, but again, it's just backfilling really. So we don't need a huge amount. And we'll just even that out, wiggle the product around so as the entire nail is covered and as even as you can get it. Now, I don't think the Premier Gel one is, or I don't think any builder gel is self-leveling. I think you've just got to try and get it where you want it. And what I tend to do is I get my clients to turn their hand upside down and let gravity help you out that way. That often helps too. And it'll bring it back down to, you know, where the thickest bit of the nail is supposed to be. So we just even that out, checking. Did you see I just quickly turned her hand over? Now, I did them all. I didn't show you them all because, you know, once you see one, that's the same for it all. Now, a builder gel's got a really sticky layer after you've cured it. I do a cure on a low heat because sometimes it can have quite a high heat spike on it, and it gets quite hot quite quickly. Sometimes, not for everybody. So if that does happen, I just tell them to whip their hand out, and by the time it's cooled down, they can put it back in again and it's stopped. It just sorts itself out. So I just take some acetone and I wipe off that inhibition layer. And super speedy bit again, I'm just defining the free edge. Now Lady Alyson likes it just nice and round, just natural looking. Once she gets her nails a bit longer, once she's been coming to me again for a wee while, we'll put it to an almond shape because she quite likes an almond shape. But in the meantime, we just go for what we've got just now, just a nice round shape. And we'll take that sanding band again so that we're using it again, it's not getting wasted. And just even over the whole builder gel. Sorry, my phone keeps getting notifications. How rude. Don't people know I'm trying to do a voiceover? So we just even that all out. I did the first one a bit slower so that you could see what I'm doing, but the rest of them I've sped it up really quickly. So there we go. Now this is just, because this sanding band's quite blunt now, I don't bother buffing because I feel if you've got too soft or too smooth a surface, your gel polish doesn't adhere very well. So I just leave it after this. Even with acrylics, I do that if I'm using a gel polish on top. So I brush away the dust, and now I've got Premier Gel. Oh no, that's not. That's I think this is an Urban Graffiti one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the glow in the dark ones. It looks really orange in the video, but it's not. It's what I've got. Oh no, that is a Premier Gel. I was going to say that's what I've got on, but it's not. Very similar though. But yes, it is. It's very coral in real life. This video just makes it look quite orange. And the light seems to adjust itself as I'm leaning in and painting. I think this is obviously my camera trying to be a bit smart-arsed. So yeah, and there's just the first coat over the top. So we'll do all 5 of the nails, and then I'll cure for 30 seconds in my LED lamp. You can see Lady Alyson's been chewing a little bit there. As her nails get longer and she gets used to having her nails treated again, she'll stop that. I don't know if your ladies are the same, but mine tend to just leave their nails alone if they've had them prettified. I do as well, actually, on saying that. So there we go. There's a thumb. Now the second coat I put on, but I only flash cure it because I still want it nice and sticky, because I'm going to put angel flakes on from Glitter Planet. Now, I only own 2 pots, so it's either Silver Mist or Tinkerbell, and I think I'll probably be able to tell once I see it on the video, but we'll see. So it's either one of those 2. So yeah, there's the second coat going on. And it's filling out that colour, making it nice and opaque. Covering up that ugly garish pink of the builder gel. And there we go. Making sure we get it right neat into the cuticle without getting it on the cuticle, if at all possible. There we go. I can hear Mr. Highly Polished talking to Trudy up the stairs, and I think he's supposed to be working, but they're probably playing Happy Mrs. Chicken, if I was to put money on it. Okay, there's the thumb. So that colour's just how I want it now. It's not patchy or shadowy. The 2 coats is doing it. Now, I've said before, 2 thin coats is better than 1 thick coat because it just won't cure right, and it'll go wrinkly and it'll shrink and it'll just be ruined. You'll have to take it off again. So I've cured that for just a couple of seconds, and there's the fairy flakes. They look like Tinkerbell to me. They look like they've got a greeny hue to them. So I get just an old makeup brush and I generously dab it on. They stick really well. So once I've dabbed it all onto the 5, I finish curing it, because remember we only put it in the lamp for 5 seconds, so the colour will still need to cure. So we dab all the flakes on, And then, like I say, we'll pop it into my lamp, which is a sun UV lamp, incidentally, if you were interested. And then, so once it's cured, I brush off the excess. Just give it a quick whisk over, because we're going to be using our top coat and we don't want to get it all covered in fairy flakes. I've said before, I do have a separate top coat for pigments and flakes and glitters and things, so that I don't get my one that I just use for complete block colour or just top coat over acrylic. I don't get that all contaminated. Any glitter and flakes is on this one. So, there we go. We'll pop on some top coat. Sometimes you need to put 2 coats on this, it depends. You just need to check it after it comes out your lamp, because you have put something on top, you have put these flakes on, and sometimes you'll get a lumpy bumpy bit, and if that's the case, if you're anything like me, you will pick at it until you have no colour left on that nail, and then you'll think, oh, that looks shit. And then you'll pick all the colour off the next ones, and then you'll go, oh, that looks even more shit. And you'll just haul off your nails. So I just feel, maybe that's excessive, I don't know. But I feel that if I have enough top coat and the nails are super smooth, then you won't have the chance to do that, because you won't need to. So there's the last bit of top coat on. Nice cute shorty nails. Still gorge. There we go. Needed to pop a little bit more on. So yeah, once I've done that, I'll check them. That's me checking to make sure they're smooth. They're all fine. Now I just define that shape. I do that on every set after the end of the treatment. And then I just pop on some cuticle oil. Well, I dust this off with a big dusty brush, pop on some cuticle oil, and then they're my hand model for, I don't know, as much as I can get them to bend and shape their fingers for me, until we can try and get a perfect photo. So we do this, dusty off, and I'll get my fluffy sheet, because photos look great on it, and there's the finished look. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.